everyone, this is Judi with JLBCrafts. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thank you so much for giving me a try. In this video, I'm going to be hand lettering inspirational quotes based on this spread I did a year ago. As you can see, it's got a lot of smiley faces and emoticons on it, so we are going with a keyword of smile. I picked out pens, so I have this blue pen this is the calligraph, it's called Cornflower. The fun thing about a spread like this, let's see, come on, focus. Why aren't you focusing? There we go. Is that there are so many different colors in here, I can do whatever I want. But that's also a little bit of a problem because there are so many colors on here. I run the risk of putting, lots of the same colors against each other. So I'm gonna go, since I love to pair green with pink, even though I have pink here, I'm gonna go with my pink pen here. This is a Vice Brand Ultra Color. I want anything but blue here. So let's start off with this calligraph in mustard yellow there, because I don't have any yellow right beside it. Here I pulled a light blue brush pen. This is a Pentel Touch Brush Sign pen. Let's start with it right there. Even though I have some blue there, we might rearrange some of this. I pulled one purple pen. This is the Tombow Fudenosuke in the stronger purple. We'll put it down here because there's no purple around it down there. The only purple I have really is right there. And you could call that kind of a blurple over there. Here I have another Pentel brush sign pen. This is the kind of an indigo color. Here I have an orange calligraph, Melon Punch. I think I used this last week actually. We'll put that right there. And that leaves me with green, the zebra Funwari in green, which with this spot, and there's green right there, so I actually don't really want that to be the case. We can switch these two, but then I end up with blue, so I'm just gonna keep playing with this, maybe here, but then my purple ends up right next to my purple. Only other purple on the page. Let's see, these are both very strong, bold colors. Maybe I do need to just kind of stick with that. I just don't want my green there. I guess I could move pink over here, and that way it's not too close to either of those pinks. Let's do that. All right, so what I'm gonna do is slide these all up off screen in order, keeping them in order so I don't get them all mixed up. And we're gonna write the word smile down here. Take as much of this space as I want with the fat end of the calligraph. I love calligraphs for a couple of reasons. Well, first of all, they're nice and juicy. They've never let me down. Second of all, both ends of it, I've got lots of dual tipped pens, but very rarely, well, actually extremely rarely, because the calligraphs are the only ones where both ends are actually brush tips, a fine and a fat. Thirdly, they come in so many colors. I love that. So catch them on sale. They go on sale all the time. Archer and Olive is really great about having sales. And pick up some. You won't be disappointed. All right, so let's start with the fat end. I'm going to use about 4 lines together with an imaginary midline in between. Since this sticker is here, I don't think I'm going to come over that far. But just in case I do, I think I'll start slightly lower since I've got plenty of space. So I'm just kind of holding my fingers here to give myself, not get lost in the lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is going to be my midline right here. So let's just go ahead and write the word smile really, really quickly. I'm going to choke up on my pen. I'm not going to get into the mechanics of brush lettering. I highly recommend you start with my 2022 brush lettering playlist. I will link that playlist in the cards up above, and I'll also try to remember to start adding it to the description box. But that playlist in particular starts with a Secrets to Great brush lettering, where I talk about the pens, the paper, and all of that jazz, and it's a really great place to start. You can get all the tools you need and then launch into the videos and just start doing one of those videos. There's one per week for the entire year. Since this feels a little off center, let's go ahead and add a couple exclamation points to the end, just to kind of fill up that space a little more evenly. And one of the things I started doing when I was a kid, there we go, a little smiley face. All right, so done with that pen. So the other thing I do with these spaces is write who the author of the quote is. These are a little small, but I think we can make it work. I'm gonna pick a really fine micron pen. Let's see, I think the finest one I have is this 0.01. It's a micro perm. So this will write on any kind of sticker. These stickers are a little bit vinyl-y, I'm not sure, and I don't want it to smear, so we'll go with that. All right, so the first one I have is, let's see, peace begins with a smile, Mother Teresa. That's who they attribute that quote to, so we included it. All right, green. My first pen was the Zebra Funwari, the green one, so let's go ahead and write this out. Peace begins with a smile. I think if I can get peace begins and then with a smile. So I do have some washi coming right up to here. With a smile doesn't have any descenders at the beginning, so that using those two lines is okay. Since I have plenty of space, we can skip one line and start way up here with peace. Peace begins, so that we miss the descender on the G. So let's do that. Using two lines together. So now we have this descender, but since I have tons of room, I'm actually going to skip that space and use my next pair of lines together as this one, so I don't have to worry about any entanglements. So let's finish off the quote with the last three words, with a smile. Perfect. I actually could have used an even fatter pen for that, to be honest. Okay, next we decided calligraph in mustard for a nice yellow quote there. Now I don't have a little space here to write an author, so I'm going to purposely look for a quote that is by an unknown author. And I have life is short, period, smile while you still have teeth, which cracks me up. So that's a little bit longer one, but I think I can fit life is short all on one line, and then smile while you and still have teeth. That would be so 3 lines of text. So let's start clear over here with the L in life is short, period. Let's see if we can fit all of that on there. Smile while you. So I'm going to try to fit that capital S here and use these 2 lines. Okay, and then last, still have teeth. So I have a lot of ascenders. I'm gonna just have to get lucky there. Maybe if we start over far enough, we'll miss it. Otherwise, you know, we'll just live with it. So still have teeth. Since I'm very lined up over here, I'm gonna just stay lined up over here. So a little messy there, we did have an entanglement, but that's okay. It'll survive. All right, next we decided on the light blue pen for here. Again, I have no place to put who we attribute the quote to, so I'm gonna look for another unknown. The world always looks brighter from behind a smile. I like that one. So we got a nice sky blue pen. I think we're gonna probably have 3 lines of text again. The world always looks bright. Okay, so we're just gonna start on that one and see how much we can fit in. Since my deco kind of goes in a line, I'm going to use these same center set lines of text or lines of space, but down here, and we'll just kind of start and maybe angle the beginnings of our lines to match the angle here in the stickers. So the world always looks brighter. Let's just see how much we can fit in. Oops, and I spelled it wrong. Left my Y out. Let's see if we can kind of make that look like a Y. Can we fit the word looks in here? I think it's gonna be tight, but let's go ahead and try it. Not too bad. I mean, it looks a little bit squished. It definitely looks like my spacing got a little shorter here versus here at the beginning. At least on the word world, I think this looks about the most spread out. But hopefully with a lot of stuff going on around it, your eye isn't drawn too closely to that. Okay. The next words, the rest of the words are brighter from behind a smile. So we're gonna get brighter from, I think, on this next row, but not much more. So let's go ahead and just follow our angle and start over here. Wow, I was really trying to misspell that word for some reason. Okay, unfortunately I have an awkward amount of space here because I don't think I can fit behind. So I think we might have to do a rare hyphenation here, but let's just try it. Definitely awkward. I should have squeezed this over a little bit more, but you know, what's done is done. We'll live with it, it's fine. Last is a smile. So the only thing I need to worry about really there is the ascender on the L in smile. So if I try to kind of center here, it should end up past these two descenders. So let's just go ahead and start over a bit. It's a little awkward, but I think it would have felt more awkward if I had left this word off. So, okay. Next we have purple. We do have an author box, so let's pick one that has an author. I like this one, Nothing Shakes the Smiling Heart. And that is by, Santosh Kalwar. So let's write that in. Okay, and I have purple for this one. Nothing shakes. So I'm noticing on this quote I have two kind of big words, a tiny little the in the middle, and then two kind of small words. So one of the fun things I like to do is change up fonts and things. So let's do Nothing Shakes. I think that's going to take up a lot of this space. And then we'll change up the font. We'll just print the kind of small on its own line, and then we'll end with, for balance, smiling heart. So nothing shakes. Okay, and then we can write the word the very small. Let's just put it right here in the center of this line. I'm just going to print it. And then down here, we'll go ahead and use these two lines for smiling heart, which is pretty much almost the same size as this, but I have this washi tape here, so I think I need to just be very careful not to hit it, but you know what, if I do run into it, I can rip it off and make myself more room. So let's go with the rest of it, smiling heart. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. I like that. All right, 4 quotes down, 3 to go. Next, I have the indigo blue, no author box. So let's look for another unknown. And I have my computer here to the side. I have a website that has 150 smile quotes. So I'm just kind of scrolling through, looking for short ones and looking for those in this particular case with the author unknown listed. If you see someone without a smile, give them one of yours. That's cute, and that is author unknown, so let's try that one. That's a little bit longer. I'm just trying to decide, do I want that to be 3 lines of text or 4 lines of text? Because I can do either. 1, 2, 3, 4, using pairs of lines, which you need to do for brush lettering. will give you a maximum of 4 lines of text. I'm just looking, so the beginning of my 4th line is going to have the potential to drop down into the Saturday box. So I want to see, give them one of yours. Only the Y in yours there toward the end of the quote is a descender, so, and it's probably going to hit right here, which is a problem because this is not a permanent pen, so it's not going to write on that washi very well. But I think it might be, if you see someone, yeah, I might be able to fit. It's the problem is the word someone, but we can always hyphenate. That one has a nice break point right in the center. So let's go ahead and just try to fit it in the center 3 rows of text so we don't have to use all the lines. So if you see someone, let's just see how much we can fit. Without a smile give. Let's see how much of that we can fit. So without has a couple ascenders in it, but I have the W and the I to fit before I got to get to the T. So let's, but I don't want the I dot to be right there. All right, I'm just going to come in a little bit and start it. Give them one of yours. Could I fit the word give in there? Probably. Do I want to try to fit the word give in there? Let's see. Give them one of yours. Yeah, I think I have to try to fit because I have too much left if I don't. There we go, no problem. Them one of yours. Since the only descender's way at the end, I'm not going to try to guess. We'll just see if we get entangled or not. Next we have the melon punch, and I need 2 quotes where we know who the author is. This next quote comes to us from Leonardo da Vinci, and it is, "I love those who can smile in trouble." So let's write that in. I love those who can smile in trouble. I think we're definitely looking at just 3 lines of text. I have some washi coming down here. So let's just kind of start here with I love. I'm thinking I could do kind of a pyramid, try to do a little bit of a pyramid with this one because of the way this goes. So I could start with I love those who can smile in trouble. Let's try breaking it up that way. So I'm going to come in a little bit from under the day of the week. I love is all I want to try to fit on this top line. All right, so we're going to come out a little bit further and try those who can. Last is smile in trouble. So we're going to just start all the way over with this one and just see where we end up. No descenders, so we're clear. Perfect. We got a pyramid. I like it. All right, last but not least, I have the hot pink pen, and we want one more. So I feel like this one kind of goes a little bit along with this one. It's by James A. Murphy. Just for today, comma, smile a little more. So it's a short one. Just for today, smile a little more. I think we might be able to just fit that on 2 lines if we're careful about it. So let's go ahead. Just for today, comma. I think that's a little shorter than the second half. Smile a little more. So let's go ahead and start it over just a little bit. That one has a capital J, which takes up a lot of space because it's a descender too. lots of descenders. So since we are just going to use 2 lines of text on this, we're going to totally skip that center line and just let the descenders have their space and come all the way onto these 2 lines and finish it with smile a little more, because I got lots of ascenders. So I am going to start, since that seems a little tiny bit longer, I am going to start just a little tiny bit to the left. Ta-da! We made it. I did hit my washi a little bit there, but I'm just going to give it plenty of time to dry and I think it'll be okay. So let's go ahead and put this back in my planner. I don't use the monthly view in this planner, so I just went ahead and stuck, tape runnered the first spread to that page, and it works out just fine for me. And as you can already see from this one, next week's spread happened to fall a year ago in the middle of Lunar New Year. It was the year of the tiger. So we might, I'm thinking quotes based on tiger, like, you know, standing up for yourself and fighting for yourself and that kind of thing. So that's what I'm thinking. Anyway, little preview there. All right, so there we go. There is my 7 quotes. Oh, and I just realized I never dotted my I here. There we go. Smile. All right. I hope you liked this video. I hope you had a little bit of an uplift by listening to those inspirational quotes. I pretty much always do. If you do like this video, please consider liking, subscribing, dropping me a smiley face or a kind word. All those interactions with my videos help me with the YouTube algorithm and are a great way to support me and make me smile. Thank you.